President Obama is cutting his Christmas vacation short to try to cut a deal as that fiscal cliff nears. Now just 6 days until higher taxes for all Americans. And tonight a White House official is placing the burden of not getting a deal on leaders of Congress. One official saying the hits from our economy are not coming from outside factors, they're coming from congressional stupidity. Some members of Congress do return tomorrow. These comments come just as Barbara Walters prepares for her Nightline special tonight. Her sit down at the White House with the President and the First Lady. And tonight here, some rare personal questions answered about their own relationship and their girls, one of whom just got her first cell phone.
I want to talk a bit about the girls. We have been watching them grow up from little girls to young ladies. Now, Malia recently got her first cell phone. Do you monitor it and see who she calls or who she texts?
I give my daughter at this age, I give her a long rope, and there is monitoring because we have rules, but monitoring may be, you never know when I'm going to walk in your room and I'm going to definitely ask you, who are you talking to, and are you talking about schoolwork?
And they're not very good at lying. We joke sometimes about how Malia's getting to the age now and boys start calling and
yes.
I always talk about how one of the main incentives for running again was continuing Secret Service protections.
Mr. President, Mrs. Obama, there is a photograph of you that went viral, became the most shared photograph in the history of Twitter. How do you keep the fire going?
That's a good question.
We've been married now 20 years, and like every marriage, I think you have your ups and you have your downs. But if you've worked through the tough times, the respect and love that you feel deepens.
Mrs. Obama, you told me at one point that you would never run for political office. You've said that you don't have the patience for political life. Patience for what?
I have learned from my husband, watching him, that it does require a great deal of patience to really feel the full impact of the work that you do on the ground. It doesn't happen right away.
And she has a bigger difficulty biting her tongue.
I think I've done pretty well at that in this
Not
role.
bad. Maybe.
I have opinions.
She's got a few views.
You know a little something about views.
Yes, something about views. Yes, I do.
Sharing their views with the captain of The View, and you can see much more in a special holiday edition of Nightline, Christmas at the White House.